Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel. This is Jenny, and I'm ready and excited to begin this new tarot reading for you. Let's dive in, but listen closely to what the cards have to say, because you're going to make it. You will overcome every obstacle and complication. Everything in your life is going to fall into place, and very, very soon. So let's begin. There's an unexpected twist coming in your life. Remember, this is a general reading. If something doesn't resonate with you, let it go and allow it to flow. Thank you so much for your comments, feel free to leave me one below. And don't forget to check your rising sign as well. Let's begin, Sagittarius. With the first card for Sagittarius, well of course, you see, some of you have doubts, or rather, you're on a journey, perhaps a bit of a negative one. This journey may involve thoughts that things are not going to happen, that perhaps the situation is too difficult, maybe related to love. For example, look, we have the Lovers here, which means there is a situation you were walking away from, or had already walked away from, or perhaps you had stopped thinking about it because you believed it was too complicated. I told you something is going to happen, something that may seem complicated at first, but destiny has a surprise in store for you. It could be a complicated situation in love that turns around completely. That's possible too. But I see that both people involved may have needed to take a step back. Everything has a how and a why, even if we don't always understand how or why things happen. Sometimes, separation is positive because it's only temporary. I see this as something momentary. There is a thought that connects both of you right now. There is a shared thought linking the two of you at this very moment. And I say this because this message is for those who are thinking of someone or asking about someone, because this card speaks of the past, or of an ex, or of someone who matters deeply to you. Well, surely this journey had a purpose. Sometimes, differences and distance are actually beneficial, because this ends in love. This ends in love, or at the very least, someone falls more deeply in love with you. There is an unexpected twist. I told you there was an unexpected twist in the love realm. But as I said, maybe distance, maybe the journey, maybe it had to happen, a journey in terms of the differences between you and someone else. And now, this difference leads to a reconnection. Sometimes, differences can bring people closer. Well, here we have the Lovers, and clearly, this ends quite well. Of course, choices will need to be made. You will have to choose something. Love will happen, but there are also decisions to make. So this is a yes, but the journey was necessary, and the differences were necessary, and everything that happened was necessary. But this message is for some, not for everyone. Well, now let's continue. Look at the world. The world and judgment. Listen, you are awakening. Listen, you are awakening to a new life, completely different from the one you're used to. This is a rebirth of all your energies. It could also be, on a romantic level, a rebirth of love with someone, but it has a lot to do with your energy. It is time to awaken to a new life, Sagittarius. Something is going to happen at home. There could be some kind of move, or maybe you'll suddenly change houses or locations, because I see a journey. I see several journeys circling around. Maybe there's a move, or perhaps a temporary or even final separation from your home. But things are going to happen. These cards are very positive. You've already gone through the difficult phase. That's behind you. Now is the moment to regenerate your energy. It's time to get motivated and recharge, because you have to rise again and fly very high, very high. Look, these cards are telling you that you have high goals, very high goals. You need to understand that you have very high goals and that you must fulfill them, because they are divine missions you've been given to accomplish. Maybe this has to do with a wish that was almost lost, a forgotten desire, or perhaps with something you're finding very difficult right now, something that's been hard to achieve, something where you want to succeed but it's been draining you. I see you feeling very tired, exhausted from many things. But still, continue. Keep going. So don't worry, keep moving forward. Don't give up. Don't give up because you're going to make it. We see rebirth, and also the World card. Your world is changing. A chapter is ending and a new one is beginning. Therefore, all those challenges you went through are bringing you closer to this success. As I said, it's related to something very important to you, and in the realm of love, you are also entering a new phase, a new stage. When there are so many complications, it means something needs to change. When there are many difficulties in a relationship, in a couple, in whatever situation, then we either give it time or we move forward. And I feel like you've moved forward a lot. You've come a long way. And now, a new chapter in your life is about to begin. Yes, someone is feeling drawn toward you. Someone is feeling a strong impulse, but it's very difficult for them, because they're also going through their own process. Someone is on this journey with you. Both parties are being brought together by God. Someone is falling more deeply in love with you. You are being brought together, but you both had to go through trials, or at least, through personal growth. Let's not call them trials. Let's call it evolution. Sometimes there has to be evolution for things to work, or to work better. Yes, it's about love. Love is being renewed for Sagittarius, and someone is falling in love. Some of you know exactly who this person is. And this person is really struggling with coming closer. But your entire life is gaining momentum. An old chapter is closing, and a new one is beginning. A brighter, more radiant chapter is starting. And it's a phase filled with confidence. In this new phase of your life, you will achieve things that your family never achieved before. Enough with limiting beliefs. Be careful with those. The angels are protecting you. The angels are protecting you and your family. And the complications are leaving. This is a time of wonder for Sagittarius. But of course, you've already passed the tests. Now, yes, now a new chapter begins. Also in your love life, someone wants to give themselves a chance with you. They want to take that chance with you. It's hard for them. They're not sure how or in what way to do it, but they want to. And I feel that the angels are working on this connection. And things are happening to them. Look, yes, in your home, here is your house. There is news arriving at your home, good news for your house, something that is coming to you. There will be news, and there will be release. Everything related to your home, your family, your people, will be released. You are freeing yourself from pressure. You are being liberated. You are going to receive news that will delight you. And in your home, be alert. I see you receiving news, or suddenly everything moving much faster, everything speeding up quite a bit. And I see you, not necessarily right now, but I see you with someone in your home, or in some home. I see something happening in a house with you. That could mean living together, for example, or simply that things are stabilizing. It may also be a form of stability, but with future intentions, with commitment. I see more commitment from this person. I didn't see it before. Maybe they are going through some confusion, or someone has been confusing them. But listen closely. They are surprised by the impulse they feel toward you. Maybe someone spoke to them. It's possible someone talked to them, and that's when they started thinking much more about you. There was a lot of confusion. There was someone confusing them, him or her. But now, everything starts moving faster. I feel that someone is going to come looking for you to make something happen. At first, they may just be testing your reaction, trying to see how you respond. Sagittarius, I love this. Someone is falling in love with you. They are falling in love with you. I feel that this was paused for some reason, something caused a pause, and now it is picking up again. Everything is gaining speed. It was paused, and now it resumes with much more momentum. Alright, let's continue as well. Listen carefully now. Divine justice. Divine justice had to appear because there were things in your life that weren't right. This may also be related to legal matters. You might sign a contract, or at least you're going to sign an important document. You'll be able to sign it. But listen very carefully. Be cautious with what you sign. Be careful with any paperwork or process you handle. You are being protected because there may be deceitful people around you. If you're going to make any kind of transaction, be careful. There are people who want to deceive you. There are people who want to mislead you. Look, there has even been witchcraft or toxic individuals trying to trick you. But you are being protected. With divine justice, they are watching over you so that everything turns out well, so things go better. There may be a Capricorn, a Libra, or someone with an air or earth sign. But Sagittarius, the reading is very positive, very strong. Now you need to trust yourself. You need to trust in God. You are being divinely enabled so that everything can improve. You are being protected. All legal matters, as I said, will go well. I see you signing something that is important for Sagittarius. But we also see that there are some harmful or toxic people, or people who may want to harm you in some way, but they won't be able to. even witchcraft, those kinds of things. I feel someone tried to come between you and someone else. Someone very toxic is trying to get in between you and another person, trying to interfere. Maybe the relationship you had was a little toxic as well, or one person was a bit toxic, and now things are changing. This is changing, but they don't know how to change it. They don't know how to fix it. What I feel strongly is that someone is inserting themselves between you and someone else. A third party. But through divine justice, they will not succeed. No one will be able to harm you under divine justice, neither you nor your family. I love this. You are going to see the truth. This is the moment. You are very protected. Yes, well, trust yourself more. Trust yourself more. Trust yourself more. Here we have the sun. I love the sun. It brings you news. The sun brings you light. You are light, but what's happening with you? Why don't you trust yourself more? I feel like there are things you're doubting, thinking maybe they won't happen. But yes, things will happen. In love, I see a lot of light. Your light is reaching someone here. But what's going on? I feel like you're seeing things in a negative way, and it seems like this person is not making an effort, not doing anything. I feel that some Sagittarians think there's someone who does nothing to get closer to you, for example, someone who just waits and expects everything while you do all the work. So this sun, which is you, is reaching this person, and they are surprised, as I said, because they realize they have to take action. I see them showing a lot of seriousness, very controlled emotions, as if they didn't have feelings, like they're holding everything in. But in reality, no, they do have feelings. It's just that they are controlling them. There is a stagnant situation in your life. For those of you experiencing stagnation in your personal life, this could be in any area. For me, it's related to your life in general. But news is coming, and everything will begin to free up, and someone is going to help you. Someone very powerful is going to help you. This is someone strong, very strong, with a lot of influence. They are going to help you with something important, something you really need. This is for some Sagittarians. Alright, let's continue with the final cards for Sagittarius. Let's see, Sagittarius. Yes, you are going to break free. You are going to set yourself free. You are conquering, Sagittarius. You are conquering. But what's going on with you? Because I feel that some Sagittarians still don't trust themselves enough. It's true that you have to free yourself from certain things, from certain situations, but you are going to succeed. You have a lot of strength, Sagittarius. You are going to conquer, and you are also winning someone over. You are going to achieve something financially as well. Look, it may be that some Sagittarians are currently feeling blocked in terms of money or material matters. You are feeling that blockage, and you think it's going to be permanent. That is going to change. Think positively, because you're going to make it. This is a card of conquest. You are going to succeed, and you are going to attract a lot of abundance. But some of you are still feeling blocked. You still feel stuck. Well, you need to shift your mindset, because I see that you are going to succeed, Sagittarius. I love this reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to the channel so we can stay in touch in the coming days. Thank you so much.